neutralize him! Fire everything!
Are you guys fans of the movie?
Of our movie?
Yeah.
Of
Star Trek?
I'm a pretty big fan of our movie. I think it's really nice. Well, but it's nice to be involved in something that you're genuinely proud of. Pride is not an emotion that I often associate with myself.
Yeah, I have what I define as a long-term deep appreciation for the show. I watched it as a kid. So for me to sort of become a part of this legacy that has such an extraordinary appeal was an opportunity that I took on with the greatest thrill and respect.
I never thought I would do a Star Trek movie. This was a movie I would be so jealous of someone else directing, and if I had the chance to direct it myself, I'd be an idiot not to do it.
JJ was so beautiful about conveying to us that you don't have to get this all accurately. This is the beginning. They're all young. They're getting to know themselves and each other. These relationships are just initializing themselves.
I'm not a Trekkie, but I'm a huge J.J. Abrams fan. You can't buy passion. You know, you can't pay for passion. It's something that comes out on the film and you see it. You're surrounded by just a bunch of actors who were just happy to be there.
Your father was captain of a starship for 12 minutes. He saved 800 lives, including yours.
Chris, you're obviously playing an iconic character, a character that's been synonymous with William Shatner's name. You know, how was it for you taking on that responsibility?
I think originally I was very wary of taking on, well, not only entering something that was a big budget blockbuster kind of movie with a lot of expectation there, but then of course it was the Star Trek world. But after I met JJ and realized that he was bringing a new vision to it and one kind of a fresh perspective, I thought it was a really interesting challenge, a matter of finding that balance between whatever I could bring to it that was new and however I could kind of maintain a sense of continuity between what Mr. Shatner had done and myself.
Now, I had heard you sent a letter to him.
I did. I wrote him a letter very early on. I got the part, wrote him a letter, told him who I was, and, you know, I knew that there was some bad blood. And I mean, clearly, if, you know, the man has played the character for 40 years, and then here's some young kid who's apparently, you know, here to take over his part, and I just wanted to let him know that, like any actor, I was looking for a good part, and the good part that happened to land on my doorstep happened to be the one that he played for many years, and he was very kind and wrote me back and wished me all the luck in the world.
Now, you got to kick the crap out of him.
I sure did.
Did you like that? How was it? Tell me about that scene.
I mean, who doesn't want to choke the shit out of Captain Kirk? Do you know the location of Ambassador Spock?
Zach, you had the opportunity to actually work with Leonard Nimoy. What was that experience like for you? I mean, I can't imagine.
That's pretty much what it was like for me. He's an incredible guy, and to get to know him personally and understand the impact his character's had on his life, personally and creatively, and it was a tremendous gift, and I feel really honored to have him still in my life and to call him a friend.
What was it like directing Leonard Nimoy then? The thing is, he's so mean. Oh, yeah, he seems that way. He's literally the nicest man in the world. So, you know, although I was very nervous walking up to him the first time to give Spock notes, right, which is not what you want to do necessarily.
Who are you?
I'm with
He's
him.
with me.
We are traveling at warp speed. How did you manage to beam aboard this ship?
I mean, I like your spin on it, too. I mean, you get the girl, you kick some ass.
Number 3?
Well, I was going to say Chris
is hella cool.
Yeah,
hella
he's
cool.
very cool.
Hella cool.
And Chris, not so much, man. You get your ass kicked and you don't get any chicks.
This has been I'll
He's
tell you what,
barely
this has been a
speaking to
really
me.
rough,
This
it's been a rough day
the
of
more
Spock
people that
love
point this
and
out to
anti-Kirk.
him.
There's no chemistry here at all.
It's been a deadly day. My ego's taking a real shot, but I'm going to pull through it. I'm going to rise above that dark abyss of that morass of depression. And I will say that I'm happy for this young man that he got to have the girl and kick some butt. I had a lot of fun getting my ass handed to me.
Just don't fall off your chair.
And here he goes, more with the disparaging comments about how I fell out of the captain's chair.
A couple
That's fine. That's fine. If you don't tell me your name, I'm going to have to make one up.
It's Uhura.
And you got a chance to actually meet the shell, the real, or I should say the original.
The original. It helped so much to meet her and to have her blessing. I just felt so amazing because Uhura was a very important character, especially at that time when women were seen as nothing but house makers and bakers and wives and mothers, and also on TV as well, and the characters that they would write for them.
And she hooks up.
And she does, which is very, very cool.
And what a hookup! I mean, you know, that was the amazing thing when reading the script. I was so surprised to see the relationship between Uhura and Spock in this movie, and it really is—it's the heart of the film. I think my favorite scene is the scene with Zoe and Zach in the turbo lift. It really gives this film a lot of heart and a lot of soul.
Under penalty of court-martial, I order you to explain to me how you were able to beam aboard this ship while moving at warp.
Well, don't answer him.
Are there eyebrow issues there? Well, he had to shave his eyebrows Zachary did for the part. So.
Yeah, I wondered about that. You know, I couldn't quite tell if
he shaved his eyebrows, and literally, after we did that, we were like, I guess they'll grow back. we just, you know, it was this dumb thing where we crossed our fingers, and they did.
Do it!